Hi, my name is Stacey. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit tonight about devotees. I kind of get the whole devotee thing. I have a wheelchair, and I've always had a wheelchair. And so since I found the internet and the internet found me, I've also met devotees. And the way it was explained to me, I kind of understood it. So my problem is not the fact that I have run into devotees at all. It's the fact that I have dated a couple devotees for a serious long-term relationship that started out really great, and they were really wonderful, very nice, like every relationship always is. Acted very normal, of course. The first guy I dated for about 4 months. He lived here in Ohio in a different town than I live in. And he was absolutely darling. I absolutely fell in love with him the moment we met. We had so much fun together. I kind of knew by things that he said and things that he did that he might have been a devotee. And he almost kind of admitted it to me once in a quiet moment that maybe he was. And I was okay with that. I didn't put him down. He didn't act weird toward me, so I was all right with that. In the end, I found out that he had been living with a woman who was not disabled for 4 years. She called me and said she had been trying to find my pictures, my number, anything she could on the internet. That the first weekend he met me, he came home and told her that he just wanted to be her buddy, he wanted to be her roommate. He had met a girl that he wanted to date, and did kind of explain to her everything about me. He never explained her to me. So I didn't know anything about this until the other woman calls you up and lets you know. So that was a shock. Then this last April, I broke up with a devotee, a guy from Florida that I had met on the internet. We had a huge age difference, which probably should have been a red flag to me right away. But he was very kind, very nice, and we just had some chemistry. So we dated back and forth from Florida to Ohio, having a ball, going on trips, doing everything we could do, Disney World, family weddings, whatever, had a great time. Then he suggested, after a year, that he move in with me. I never asked him to move in. So he moved from Florida to Ohio and lived with me for 3 years and I think 2 months. And we were very different. In the end, he said we thought we were very different, and that's why he was leaving. He wanted to go back to Florida. He told me to see his family. He missed his family. He missed Florida weather. He missed everything. I live in cold, snowy Ohio, and he couldn't deal with the snow anymore. So he was going to leave. Needless to say, 1 week after he left, I was innocently looking at his Facebook page. There was a new girl there. I clicked on her. She, of course, had a wheelchair, and I found out that a week after he left me, he was in New York on Maid of the Mist with her. So anyway, there just seems to be a level of cruelty with these men when the relationship ends. It's more, I've dated a lot in my lifetime, and even was married and divorced. And even when I married a man for 15 years and then divorced him, I did not feel the same level of cruelty. It almost like they think like they're mad at me or something because they've been attracted to me, and they almost seems like there's almost nothing they can do about it, so they want to hurt me. It almost feels like squashing a bug on a window of a car. That's exactly how I can relate it to. That's how I felt when both of these relationships were over. So I just wanted to get your feeling. I would love to hear from disabled women who have also dated devotees to see if they've also had the same level of cruelty in the end. And secondly, I'd love to hear from you if you are an able-bodied man, devotee or not, who doesn't care that a girl has a wheelchair or a disability. I need to know that these devotee men are not evil and cruel in the end. If you are kind and nice and have dated a disabled woman and ended on a somewhat good note, as good as an ended relationship can end on, I would like to hear from you, because I am so afraid of getting involved with any other guy, because first of all, at my age, you know, I'm like 50, and where am I going to meet a man? I'm not going to meet him going to the mailbox. I don't go to bars, and so I'm probably going to meet him more than likely on the internet. I think it's a great way to meet a guy. And so I don't know when these guys find me, if they found me because I have a green wheelchair or because they like me. So I just need to know, I really don't have a problem getting involved with another devotee as long as they don't squash me like a bug in the end. My heart has been broken one too many times, and I am guarding it now and don't want this to happen again. So I'd love to hear from you, whoever you are, if you have any experience with this. And please let me know. I'll put my email address up there. And thanks. Thanks a lot.